Yo, hey guys, how you doing? This is a bit different. It's been a while since I've done something fitness related. It's been a while since I've done something supplement related. Some of you guys will have seen the vlog that I've done on creatine, the myths behind creatine, the misconceptions behind creatine. So just to put the record straight, yes, I do cover modeling. Yes, I do fitness modeling. And yes, the majority of what I do online is fitness related. That doesn't mean that my life revolves around the gym and my life revolves around supplements. They play a role, but the gym takes 1 to 2 hours out of a 24-hour day. My supplements, when I take some, aren't excessive and are used as a supplement, to supplement my diet, to supplement my nutritional regime. They're not a substitute and they're not the be all and end all. Right, so you guys are probably expecting us to start singing again.
Not today.
Not today. Not today. We're talking about how things have been going for Frank over the last few days, and you know, just trying to balance the output versus kind of what Frank's been eating on the road. I'm overly happy with how your food's been.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah,
there have been a few times where there've been stuff on the plate, and I'm like, is it not that I don't want you to feel like I'm watching you, but I am.
You are watching.
But I'm like, oh, I'm impressed. Yeah, so massively impressed that way. It's good because I've got more of a insight into how busy Frank's schedule actually is on the road, and sometimes it is difficult. But yeah, I think especially over the next week we'll probably have some good opportunities to do quite a bit of walking. Firstly, are supplements essential? No, they're definitely not essential. A lot of my clients don't take any supplements. You know, you have to remember, like I said already, they're to supplement your nutrition. A lot of people, the misconception is, oh, you know, I'm going to take a protein shake, you know, I'm going to get huge, but a protein shake or 5 protein shakes a day aren't going to make much of a difference, you know, in comparison to a good high-profile nutritional program using meats or other sources of protein. One question I'm always asked is, what is the best protein or shake I can take to lose weight? Right, more often than not, anything that you eat has a certain amount of calories. It might be less, it might be almost zero, some are zero. We'll come back to that later. But more often than not, if you take a protein shake to lose weight, you have to realize that you're taking in protein in addition to what you're already doing isn't going to make you lose weight. If it's a diet whey or a diet protein, it's not going to help you lose weight. It's a good alternative or a good option instead of having a sandwich, a snack, maybe a shake that's high in calories. You need to make that very, very clear to yourself.
All right.
This camera is just not doing this justice at all. At all.
There's nothing you could capture.
Wow. This place is insane. It's amazing. So that leads me on to my next topic. What would I deem as essential supplements to take? Highest on my list of supplements would be BCAAs, branched chain amino acids. So for those of you guys who don't know, branched chain amino acids are essentially the building blocks that make up protein in its simplest form. A lot of my clients will take their branched chain amino acids throughout the day, pre-workout, intra-workout, post-workout sometimes. Second on the list for me is probably a whey protein, even though a lot of my clients don't necessarily need one. It's always good to have a whey protein handy. Just means you can have something, sometimes a snack with some nuts. What I find with a lot of clients who are trying to lose weight is it's not that they're actually eating too much. More often than not, they're not eating enough, and they've damaged their metabolism so much that their body's in a state of shock, that their body is in a state of panic, or their hormones have downregulated. And more often what they need is a decent nutritional program tailored to them and their need. 99 times out of 100, I will increase their protein because they're not getting enough. For some of these clients, and you know, it goes without saying, for clients that are muscle building, a whey protein is a really, really good supplement to have. After that, I would probably, in terms of powders, put creatine in there. For more information, I'm not going to bore you, for some of you guys who've seen my video on creatine already, it's worth a watch. It's got one of my highest views, so a lot of you guys have been keen to see that, and that's kind of what's prompted this video. So have a look at that. But basically, even if you're cutting, I would recommend creatine. You will see why. And no, it's not going to kill you. No, it's not going to, you know, put you in hospital. And no, it's not a steroid. Elephant in the room. Pre-workouts. So for me, I won't always take a pre-workout. You guys will have seen that I absolutely love coffee. So more often than not, my pre-workout will be a coffee. If I really, really need a pick-me-up, or I really, really need to push myself, I might add beta-alanine in, citrulline malate, and I will take that pre-workout more often than not. But that's a rarity, honestly. A coffee, maybe 5 grams of coconut oil, and I'm good to go. Obviously, it depends on your goals. For some of my clients who are really trying to put on some muscle and really trying to put on mass, intra-workout carbohydrates are a no-brainer. Even for clients who want to lose weight, intra-workout carbohydrates have a role. For clients of mine who lose an incredible amount of weight and they want to reverse diet back up, once we've obviously added in some amount of carbohydrates throughout the day, increasing their intra-workout carbohydrates week by week by week by week is a really good and a really efficient way of reversing these clients back into a really good metabolic state. It also means that their ability to put down lean muscle tissue increases, and yeah, it goes without saying that your energy in the gym is going to be considerably higher.
At the help desk at the Apple store. Did they do a little decoration here?
For Easter, and it's Christmas. They do little Christmas decorations. Hi, hey. The thing is that, you know, it's not running away from you. So,
right.
I mean, we're here anytime.
You might go to Hawaii, but
You know, when I was younger, we used to swim in lakes like this, and like, I mean, there's not a lot of options.
So we're here just outside of Salzburg, in the foot of the Alps, and look at this view.
But anyway, but
This is, without doubt, one of my favorite places in the world so far. This is beautiful. Look at this lake.
Oh, that's amazing.
that's a beautiful view.
It's just, I mean, you should come here in the morning. It's so nice, and they're
Supplements when on the go. The difference between your supplements that you're having on a daily basis when you're at home and when you're on the road like this changes massively, because you really need to go, okay, what is essential? And the question is easily answered with nothing. You will find is when you're on the road, you're more likely to eat out, you're more likely to have a higher calorie intake. Your calories are most likely going to be higher than usual, especially if you're trying to lose weight. For that reason, you are probably less likely to bring some whey protein to supplement. More often than not, when you're eating out on the go, your calories are going to be higher. Your protein intake is probably going to be pretty high. Last time we went to a Greek restaurant, which was absolutely incredible, we made a very healthy choice in having no carbs. However, the fats were going to be high. There was a lot of meat there. For those of you guys who know Greek, it is good. It is really, really good. Our protein intake was going to be high. And the last thing you want to be doing is waking up in the morning and shotting down 25 grams of protein and going, oh, right, okay, cool, need to get my protein in. When you're probably getting enough protein throughout the day, you're probably not going to the gym as often as you should. But to bring things like glutamine, you know, creatine, intra-workout, post-workout, in terms of carbohydrates, or protein, it wouldn't be high on the list of my priorities. In the off chance that you are an athlete, or doing a performance sport, or prepping for a show. But for the vast majority of people, I haven't brought any supplements with me. We are training, but the way I structure my food when I'm on the road is completely different. No surprise, sausage, scrambled egg, soy latte. Right, so we're just at breakfast, having a coffee before we head off to church. Your next tip for a small business or service?
On day one of a business, you should immediately be thinking about who will eventually do the work. You know, I mean, a small business owner always starts off doing everything. But you should write like an org chart, like an organizational chart for all the tasks, as if you're going to hire people to do them. On day one, you're filling all the jobs. But if you don't think ahead about what kinds of skills and what kind of people you're going to need to do all those things, then you'll always be stuck doing everything and you'll never be able to grow because you'll just run out of time. Think ahead about the kind of people you would need to do those jobs, and actually it will change how you deliver your services, because you'll be thinking about replacing yourself in the future.
Can we rewind 2 years and you tell me that? I've done my best to dress smart, but this was the best I got shoes-wise. So I've come to the conclusion that Frank is basically a mafia mob boss, based on the fact that his Italian heritage, and with these sunglasses suited up, he's basically like, he's like Don Corleone. Another question I'm getting asked from female, the biggest worry that women seem to have is, oh, I don't really want to take a protein shake because I don't want to, you know, get too big, I don't want to get too muscly. It won't happen. Trust me. Look at the amount of guys that are out there who are training all the time, eating all this amount of food, purposely trying to put on muscle mass that they just can't do. Then think of all the guys who are taking performance enhancing drugs and doing the exact same thing and only just about putting on muscle. So it just won't happen. As a woman, your natural testosterone level, yes, you do have a testosterone level as a woman, it's just really, really low. As a man, you also have an estrogen level or progesterone level, which is low. Obviously, some people have higher than others, but for a woman to put on a lot of muscle, it's going to be extremely difficult. And hats off to all you girls who do it, because I know how difficult it is for a guy. You know, I also know some of my clients who are doing bodybuilding categories, who are taking performance enhancing drugs, who are struggling to put on lean muscle tissue as well. So hats off to all you girls that manage it and look really, really well. But for the vast majority of people, especially clients who are in a calorie deficit, an extra shake or two a day isn't going to make you look manly. It's rare that I would have a client on 2 protein shakes a day, to be honest. So more often than not, it's just a protein shake post-workout, which would normally be whey protein or whey protein isolate. So you are not going to get manly, girls, I promise you.